Just all you gotta say is what's up, Subnami, or whatever Lance says.
What's up with Subnami, niggas?
You can't say that.
No, you can't say that on YouTube.
Let's start it from there.
Oh god.
All right.
Oh, God.
So I'm sure most of you know that our channel got destroyed because we uploaded a video called the A-Lane Attack. It was disliked by the general public, but the general public.
I single-handedly destroyed Subnami.
Professional critics have praised it.
Like Scrooge.
Like who?
No.
You guys?
No,
You two?
You know Scroofy. He saw it.
The fake fish likes it.
Dude,
Likes it.
Lance had instant regret when he realized that he allowed this to be uploaded to the channel.
Listen,
I thought it was going to be unlisted.
Dude, we lost 3% of our subscribers.
We lost 2 whole subscribers. What are we gonna do? Someone sound the horns, okay? It's not gonna. They might as well have poisoned our water supply as well.
They did. Yeah, we're all dead.
But they might.
Subnami's dead. Dude, Subnami is over.
They do.
What ended Subnami? Can we talk about the media that we watched, consumed, ate, slept,
Drank, saw, sniffed?
This isn't something I consumed, but one of my favorite movies is Donnie Darko. I got a tattoo when he wrote down how much time was left before the tangent universe collapses in on itself.
Well, that's a very interesting thing, Fish, that you did.
Eggs, you have autism.
Retard.
Yeah, you do. Eggs, you're an autistic.
Eggs, that fell so flat on its face. You just ruined the entire segment. You're ashamed.
Okay, dude, he has a talent at doing that, man. Just completely derailing things. Yeah, I have a knack for doing that, for being cringy. Yeah.
Well, I have quite the media I consumed this week. First of all, I recorded a Let's Play where I talked about Shrek the Third, so stay tuned.
Go fucking hang yourself, you motherfucker. Yeah, fuck you, you fucking chill piece of shit.
August 5th. But next piece of media I consumed for the Let's Play channel. Continuing on, I started Jimmy Neutron: Attack of the Twonkies. It's another interesting license.
Dude, is the Let's Play segment just gonna be you being like, check out my next? Yeah, dude, it's the StevoAwesome podcast.
I have something else that isn't Let's Plays. I went to an opera yesterday. I went to see Die Valkyrie by Richard Wagner, and it was really.
And if you guys want a review, check out my Let's Play channel.
No. Well, I did record one of those, but
oh my oh my god!
But no. I mean, I'll give a little mini review because I know most people listening don't give a fuck about opera. But it was really interesting. The choreography was really nice. For a small little local thing.
Choreography.
For such a small local thing, it was really nice. The actress who played Sieglinde was pretty fat. Just considering like the storyline contains incest. Like you have like. It just kind of makes it worse, and there was a lot of interesting choreography. There's actually a lot of fight scenes, which, according to a friend of ours who is big into Richard Wagner's operas, that's something that really wasn't Wagner's thing, was like having interesting choreography. So that's something that you gotta applaud them for trying to attempt themselves. But yeah, it was really interesting. I wish I had more. I wish I could say more, but people are going to...
Yeah, so if you want to see two people that look like Boogie 2988 macking on each other, then you can go watch.
As far as media that I've absorbed into my...
What are you, fucking sponge?
Yeah. We finally finished the D&D session with the Smurfs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
and let me tell you, it takes very interesting turns. So
if you want to see that on the StevoAwesome channel,
So if you want to see it, check out StevoAwesome's channel right now. Link in the description.
Well, it'll take like a week for me to edit this down, so it's not out yet. So wait a little while. But that's finished.
Also, another thing, I decided to buy Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, or whatever the fuck that thing is. The Dark Souls of Japanese Dark Souls.
Oh my god! You installed the easy mod?
No.
The easy loser. And a game journalist who eats soy.
Yeah.
I
think I was going to say something else. Oh, yeah. It's like 99 degrees here, and my AC shut out as soon as it started getting slithering hot. So I'm up here in my room sweating like a fucking cow. Yeah, I usually tend to leave an episode of Subnami, of the Subnami podcast.
Okay, Eggs, also, you drew a new avatar for Lance the first time this is being used.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, look, it's Lance, but he's different.
Yeah,
he's like old Lance, but he's a cartoon character.
Yeah, he's the return of Lance anymore.
Yeah. Also, Fancy has a new avatar, but it's bad.
It's terrible.
It's terrible. I mean, it's terrible. It's edgy anime trash. How could you?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, how could you, Fancy?
What the fuck are you, Lucina from Super Smash
Fancy,
Brothers?
Fancy, the hair on your anime character is worse than Jason Unruhe's mohawk.
Wow. Go fuck yourself.
Ironically.
Go fuck yourself.
Worse than Jason Uhuru's mohawk.
Dude, he didn't even. That's not even his mohawk apparently, as we found out recently.
Well, you know, it is his mohawk. He just kind of like ripped it off of like some fucking like edgy anti-America band.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess it can be considered consumed entertainment. We've decided to listen to Jason
Uhuru's favorite fucking music, and it's the worst like pop fucking like. Think of it like the songs you remember hearing on the radio and hating. That's what Jason Uhuru really loves to listen to.
A lot of really shitty metal is in there too, as well. So like
Jason Unruhe, this fucking communist guy, listens to fucking Miley Cyrus.
third worldist thing, you know. I think that mistake right there was an example of first worldism. I'm sorry, Eggs.
Shut up.
Media.
Oh yeah, I've started playing Chrono Trigger for the first time, which is like a really fucking classic SNES fucking game. You should fucking play that sometime, Steve-O. It's really fucking good. Like it's one of the fucking. Oh, you have? All right,
that's why he didn't scream at you. You knew me because he grew up with it.
I mean, it's definitely. I wouldn't really call it a normie thing. A lot of people enjoy it. Yeah. A lot of people enjoy it, but
come on, Jeremy Johns did a review of it.
No.
Jeremy Johns.
He's a pretty fucking popular movie reviewer on YouTube. I'm pretty sure he has like over 1 million.
I know the name. I don't know what he does. But
I mean, he's kind of a fucking goofball, but I like him.
We mentioned him on the fucking Drake and Josh episode. We
yeah.
talked about was that the guy?
Well, I wasn't
like
there,
Johns.
so.
Yeah, we did say it looked like Jeremy Johns.
Oh yeah, you were. That was the one episode that you weren't on it.
Yeah.
Thor, but she's a woman. Mr. Mancer.
Mr. Mancer.
Yeah, explain this fucking news story.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Additions to the MCU.
So there's a new Thor movie coming out. A bunch of MCU movies were announced recently, and for a bunch of Disney Plus shows as well, which take place in the MCU. They basically announced all of the majority of fucking Phase 4. It seems like, at least for the next 2 fucking years, are slates of movies. And one of them is a new fucking Thor movie. I think it's called Love and Thunder. Yeah, Thor fucking Love and Thunder, which is a kind of a gay title, but whatever.
Yeah.
But the thing everyone's talking about. What's that?
It's pretty fitting.
Why is that?
Go fuck yourself.
Is that all you had to say?
Well, I mean, it probably is going to be actually fitting to the plot of the movie, considering the fact that, apparently they're going to be introducing Natalie Portman, who played Jane Foster in the first 2 Thor movies. Like in the comics, she's apparently going to become the first female Thor, even though they wrote her out in Ragnarok. It didn't seem like they wanted to do anything else with her character.
Okay. I just want to have something to say here.
Okay.
Are people actually okay with this? Did they not has their memory faded from the existence of the first 2 Thor movies and realize how fucking phoned in Natalie Portman was in those movies?
Eggs. One of my favorite Marxist YouTubers tweeted out the news story in Glee. So
Cool.
Now, they actually did have that character in Endgame too. I don't know if you remember that, Eggs, but it was all reused footage.
Yeah, it was just fucking stock footage that they used.
Yeah, so I was thinking that they would never bring back that character.
She doesn't even she gets fucking tased off screen because they didn't. They probably couldn't get her to fucking record. It's almost
I think it was a very poor choice to cast her as the role, but considering how the MCU has done recast before. They recast fucking Rhodey. Usually they try not to do it though, so I guess they kind of felt pigeonholed into asking Natalie Portman back because
they just get a new fucking love interest for Thor.
Well, I mean, I assume that they're trying to be comics accurate, and Jane Foster, which is Thor's love interest, is the one who becomes female Thor in the comics. And eventually she gives the title back to regular Thor.
When did they all of a sudden start following the comics?
I mean, they totally could have just introduced a new love interest, but I guess that's the reason why they decided.
Fucking black woman.
Valkyrie?
Yeah. And it would have been even more progressive.
Well, they're already going to have
JWs they're trying to appease to would have even harder.
I do think that she is more deserving of it, but they already kind of made her fucking queen of New Asgard, so she already has
making her 4.
I mean, they could have done that. That would have been interesting. I think that she's more deserving of it. I think more people will like her. But I don't know. She kind of already has her own hero identity. I don't think that they want to like squat. Jane Foster, like, she's not like she didn't have like her own hero identity. She was just kind of a blank slate.
Can I say something?
Like,
are you gonna say how you're done with cape shit?
Yeah, enough of this cape shit. Don't cut that out, Lance. Don't cut that out. Don't fucking cut that out.
So the last time we talked about Marvel movies, Stevo went on this giant rant about.
Wasn't even a rant.
Lance cut it out, but Stevo was like, "Guys, enough of this fucking cape shit, guys."
It was not a rant. It was not a rant. It was just me telling you that it's fucking repetitive and boring, and this is repetitive and boring. So yeah.
Well, you're a communist.
Wow, good one.
You'd know enough about being repetitive and boring.
Eggs, you watched Tim Pool. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god, do you really?
Opinions. Yes, Eggs gets all of his political opinions from Tim Pool.
Wait, Eggs, you really watched fucking Tim Pool?
Yeah. Wait, why don't you like Tim Stool?
I just think, like, he's right on some things, but I feel he's just kind of disingenuous. I don't know. I don't get the vibes off him that he's just doing what he's saying because he believes it. I feel like he's trying to pander to a demographic, if that makes sense. I feel like he's like a Dave Rubin. I'm not gonna be honest. You know?
Well, he's not nearly as bad as Dave Rubin.
No,
he said he's trying to pander to a demographic. That demographic is Egg. So.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that joke like 10 seconds.
I'm not even a joke. I'm not joking. I mean, that's just it is.
Oh, shut up. Okay, can we actually legitimately move on from this cape shit?
Yes. See, every time you mention cape shit, I'm just gonna start fishing, like making fun of A's.
Oh, yeah, go fuck yourself, dude.
Yeah. Oh, never mind.
Story? Do we have another story?
One that isn't fucking cape shit.
Yeah, one that isn't fucking cape shit. Lance, got any news?
Yeah, but Stevo's not gonna like it.
That's cape shit.
Okay, I'll take anything. Just fucking
yeah.
Thor 4 is going to be directed by the guy that was going to direct Akira. He's now doing Thor instead of Akira, and Akira's shelved.
I thought Waititi was going to do Thor 4.
That is.
Oh, it is.
Is this a fucking Thor special? We're talking about a Thor movie. All our news stories are Thor related.
I mean, a bunch of fucking news broke about the Thor shit recently.
What the hell is this? A Subnami podcast or the Thor podcast?
Yeah, is it the Thor fucking podcast?
Yeah, but wait a minute. Is that Taito Watata coming back?
What? Wow, thanks.
Taito Whitaker.
Wow.
Yeah, he is coming back to direct it.
Oh, so I guess he was going to direct the Akira movie. It's a good thing that he didn't, because we really don't need another butchered live action.
Yeah, we don't need a bunch of fucking slapstick bullshit, fucking character
Alita was pretty good.
Yeah, well, that was never really a famous anime to begin with, so
it was still pretty faithful to it.
Yeah, well, neither are you. Akira's going to be stupid. It's going to be like Thor Ragnarok. Dab.
No, it's not.
Yeah, stupid and boring.
I'm going to dab as the city blows up.
I think you're fucking Thoring Eggs.
No, Thoring?
Yeah, you're fucking Thoring. Yeah, Thor Martin.
No, we'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
Okay, let's fucking move on to videos finally, please.
Yeah, let's get right into it.
Wait, they're not just 2 news stories? That's all?
I mean, what are we gonna... Okay.
Yeah, I'll find one.
You're the one who is trying to move us on from this cape.
I was trying to move us on from cape shit.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's just talk about Congo rare earth minerals.
Let's see.
Let's talk about the new D&D Ranger subclass.
Yeah. Do you know that they're changing the Ranger subclass in this game that nobody?
Oh, I did want to talk about it. I did want to talk about this actually. Let me post it. This one.
Oh, wait a minute. We forgot to talk about Jason Uhuru, dude.
What about him?
Anime.
We talked about that. Yeah.
Story.
Yeah, it is.
That is a news story. That is a news.
What? 500 weebs made fun of him on Twitter. What a news story!
All right.
Yeah, dude, it is a news story.
It mattered to you at the time.
It didn't matter. I thought it was fucking hilarious all the shit he was receiving. And, like, they got banned from Lefty Pool because he likes Family Guy. But like,
dude, he deserved to get banned from there. Honestly.
But I want to talk about this fucking news story of like this chick who got the way all right, I'll read the headline. It's Bianca Devins found dead after grisly photo posted.
Isn't this like some normie news story?
Kind of, but the way that it's being reported on is very, very disingenuous. They're reporting on it.
What the fuck do you mean normie news story? That's news.
Well, no. I mean, it is something that like was passed around on Twitter a lot. But the way everyone's like repeating it and like the way these news stories are repeating it is basically it was just like she was just an innocent teenager, and I don't think she didn't deserve
controversial.
I don't think she deserved to die, but there are the person who killed her was one of the people, the orbiters online who she was emotionally abusing and using for I guess just attention or whatever. I mean, there's screenshots all over from her Discord accounts of her just abusing young lonely R9K fags for fun, and one of the people who she abused, she was using as a personal Uber driver, and when he found out, he killed her. So I mean, yeah, I don't think she deserved to die, but the way the news stories are repeating it are very, very, very disingenuous.
So let's go and kill Lane.
I mean, she'll end up killing herself, so I mean...
We're gonna have to cut that out.
No, we're not.
Fuck that fat bitch.
We want to make our podcast as controversial.
You say codcast?
Friendly to anyone.
Dude, you said fucking codcast.
No, I said podcast. I swear, I didn't mention Cult of Dusty's cast at all.
Yeah, the Cult of Dusty Cost. Fuck that.
Alright, so yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that news story. It's very disingenuous.
Sword was trying to recommend us some fucking Reddit post.
No, this is a good discussion actually.
Well,
so
whatever. Right.
Because me and Eggs have talked about this multiple times. So Eggs, you know that controller drift thing?
Yep.
Apparently, Nintendo's getting taken to court.
Wait! Controller drifting? You mean the thing people are just walking to the side?
Yeah.
What? Fucker! I had that too. Fucking good. Fuck Nintendo, those assholes. I fucking buy a new controller and everything for that.
They made some software updates that didn't make it as bad as it was before, but
well, what was the cause?
Nobody knows. Nintendo still hasn't directly addressed it. That's what the issue this lawsuit has, is that Nintendo hasn't said jack shit about it either.
Man, fuck Nintendo.
Because I played as soon as I got my Switch. All right, Stevo, you can be quiet now.
No, I said go ahead. Shut the fuck up. I said go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, as soon as I got my Switch, I spent it took me a month or two, and then I got controller drift.
Yeah, same.
If you play intensely for 2 hours, your controller is going to get all fucked up, and you're going to start moving to the side, and it's going to be really annoying. And for a while, and then for a split second, they did some software update, because I remember that it actually kind of fixed the controller drift. It wasn't doing it anymore, and then it just started popping up again. So is this just a software issue, or is it just because Nintendo has shitty fucking controllers?
Yeah, well, here's the thing too. Those fucking things are $80 a pop, not fucking cheap. Pro controllers.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. They have the HD Rumble, which is
really a bunch of shit in there that they don't really need. I mean, I get the how it has the Wii motion control shit in that. I know that Nintendo likes to use that, so that's okay. But all this other shit that's not needed in there that they just included just for the sake of it, I would rather have a product that's cheaper and
fancy gimmicks just to justify that.
Yeah, that's what Nintendo always does.
Fancy, I have a better controller for you that you can use. Okay, it's called the Rolling Rocker. Okay, you can drink Rolling Rock on the Rolling Rock.
Rolling Rock on the Rolling Rock.
Play your Switch games with the Rolling Rocker.
Yeah, dude, come on, make an adaptation for the Nintendo.
Yeah, come on, Nintendo, that'll make it up to us.
I mean, the
Rolling Rock on the Rolling Rocker.
Yeah, make an AVGN simulator game. Yeah.
I think the nerd game was on the 3DS.
No, it was on the Wii U too.
Let's move on to the videos for today.
Okay, so they're finally making a Cats movie based off of the hit Broadway musical by Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Wait, that was an actual musical.
Yes, it was. Did you think that was just a parody?
No, I just assumed
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
I assumed it was an original movie or something.
An original movie? No, you don't remember that cat? You never
it was a Broadway musical.
Cats?
No, I've never heard of it.
You never heard of the
song? It's like the most well-known
in the middle of the moonlight. What, you haven't?
It's the most well-known musical probably ever.
What? No, it's not.
You've never heard?
Probably.
No, everyone fucking.
I've seen the movie Cats vs Dogs. Just some shit.
Oh, shut up, Steve.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No. All right. So.
Yeah.
I just have to preface that this is a musical, so basically on the stage play, they decided to be more faithful to the stage play by making everyone a fucking nightmare fuel. So let's fucking watch this disgusting fucking abomination.
The motherfucking stage play.
Oh my god, what is fucking... Fuck you, Universal.
Oh god.
For a second there, I thought that was Anne Hathaway, but it's actually
not. Dude, I'm getting flashbacks to the Catwoman movie. You know that shit?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't it. See, don't you remember this song?
No, I don't remember this at all.
Okay.
Dude, I hope Jason Unruhe adds this to his music mix.
Yeah, me too. It'd be better than half the shit on there, honestly.
I mean, honestly, yeah. It would.
So what do you think of these fucking?
Dude, you know some fucking furries jerked off to this.
I think this looks like absolute shit. Oh yeah, you're right, Fancy. I mean, you probably jerked off to it, Fancy.
Weird. I don't care for this hyper-realistic bullshit.
Dude, this reminds me of Beauty and the Beast, the live action. Right?
Yeah, it's Beauty and the Yeast.
Ew, James Corden, isn't that fat fuck who like has a talk show that always appears in my YouTube recommendations?
Oh,
Dude, was that Jason Uhuru? Dude, it's Idris Elba. It's the only guy that eggs like in Thor Ragnarok.
Fucking Magneto.
Wow, I recognize
God, Rebel Wilson.
Well, people
really?
I recognize. This is epic.
Yeah,
Stuff.
yeah.
Oh man, it's a fat person. It's a fat.
Get it, their hand got hurt. This is awesome. I mean, everyone is already talking about this. I don't know why.
Tom
Oh,
Holland.
dude, it's fucking Uhuru. It's fucking Gazi Kozo.
That's supposed to be a woman.
Well, I mean, that's
so is Gazi Kodzo.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, man, this is mundane.
Dude, the special effects remind me of the Cat in the Hat movie.
Oh my god, it's the Cat in the Hat sequel we've always been waiting.
Yeah.
You know what this is giving me flashbacks to? That really awkward Alice in Wonderland movie from like.
Wait, was that Malcolm X?
Yeah, it was.
Dude, I hope there's a scene.
Oh my god, dude, this looks like no wait. You know what this looks like to me? This looks like Doug Walker's like parody of a movie that he makes when he can't use the fucking clip.
God,
you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. It does look like Doug Walker.
Dude, I hope there's a scene in this movie where they're like they're on an amusement park ride.
Mundane cast.
And Eggs, you wanna finish this off for me since you know the quote?
Oh, well, yeah, just finally fucking realized what you were referring. You mean like a one at Universal Studios? Cha-ching!
Thanks.
Oh my
I don't get
god.
You pleb.
You Philistine.
Yeah.
Okay.
You Philistine! I can't believe you just said that.
Hey, are we gonna have a
eggs? Technically, it's Philistine, so you're the real Philistine.
You fucking. Oh my god. Anyway,
Dude, oh no, that trailer was a failure, by the way.
Yeah, that was a failure.
F.
have we ever said something was a success before?
No, and we never will.
On it.
But I guess the title is more appropriate because it's always going to be a failure. So
Yeah. Now the video I'm gonna play next. This is an old video. This kid, honestly, this kind of reminds me of me from like 3 years ago when I was like a big Beatles fan. Like this kid is like autistically addicted to the Beatles, and he made a video back in the day of bitching about Stanley Kubrick, and this is his video.
DMZ.
Yeah,
This is just like the thing.
Fancy, you might have seen this. This was
He
pretty.
made this shit in iMovie.
Yeah, a lot of people bitched about this back in the day, Fancy. So, you remember this kid?
Dude, is this you?
I know it's like me. He likes the Beatles. He has a bowl cut.
Even sounds like you back then.
Yeah.
Okay, not really, but whatever.
Not really, but whatever. Fuck off.
Like, I know he's a really critically acclaimed director.
Dude, he's even doing that like thing that he makes. You know what? Your facial animations. You know what I'm talking?
Wait, you mean Tourette syndrome?
Not just a little kid.
Yeah, I guess so.
Really awkward.
See action sequences and stuff and fast-paced editing, like my.
Look, he's stiffing his hands out too.
Sometimes
Yeah,
He's
he's
like
spurging
he's
out.
like Cenk Uygur. He's spurging.
Yeah, he is Cenk Uygur.
2001: A Space Odyssey. You've got to be joking.
It's like I'm 80 years old or something.
He does have a really peculiar voice.
Like, I understand
Like I'm 80
something,
years
oh my
old.
God, special effects are so amazing at that.
Look,
time.
he's moving his hand.
Like,
Dude, this guy's like
jeez,
Christian
like,
Hanna. He's bitching about the special
crap,
effects
like,
being
my
dated,
God,
even
don't
though it's a
care.
60s movie.
I'm
No, it's
sorry,
like-
but I mean, like,
Man, Wizard of Oz looks pretty shitty, you know.
Yeah, the painted on
Fuck
background.
Christian Hanna.
stuff
Fuck
that
this
doesn't make
kid.
sense. Like, I don't understand the point.
No, this kid's
of making
charming.
Stuff that doesn't make any
No, he's
sense.
not.
No,
I'm
he's
taking,
not. No,
like,
he's not.
drama
But at least he'll
classes and
probably
stuff,
change
and
his mind. He's not like a
Oh, yeah, I mean,
20-year-old.
this video's from
I don't- I
2010,
don't
so
even
he's
know
grown up.
English.
He's grown up
But I
since
just
then.
hate
He's probably he's not like a 25-year-old man. Like,
Absurd and
the
just doesn't make any
effects are outdated.
Like, when it's beautiful. Oh,
This person grew up to be
once
lame.
it's freaking spaceship for 15 minutes, like, okay, we don't care. Stuff that doesn't even make any sense at all. Like,
This
what?
is the
Okay,
next
a
screw
movie
movie.
is supposed to entertain you.
Alright.
Screw the crap about, oh, leave it to your imagination.
Screw the crap.
It's supposed to entertain you. It's supposed to show you cool stuff. And just entertain you and not make you
I think
really
2000
made me
was
sleep.
pretty...
Remember that freaking psychedelic color thing for like 10
No, it's just
20 minutes,
trash.
something like that?
Yeah, this
It's
kid's
actually one of my least favorite
Wow, I
Kubrick
could just
movies.
watch Magical Mystery.
Dude, you know what one of the worst movies of all fucking time is? Citizen
Kane. That's
What? You cut out.
I hate it when
Citizen Kane.
someone
Aw,
does
damn, you suck.
anything.
Man,
Just
fuck
make
you.
a
I
movie
will
of
fight
middle
to the
finger
teeth for that
an hour and a half.
against that opinion.
And he'll
Clockwork
be praised.
Orange is Kubrick's best
Oh my God,
movie,
it's
and The Shining is number
genius.
2.
Like, no.
Nah, dude, I
Stanley
respectfully
Kubrick is not a
disagree.
genius. He's just really
That's
bad.
disrespectful.
Well,
And he really
listen to this
sucks.
shit. Listen to what he had to say about Stanley Kubrick.
Oh my
He
God,
said he was
he's
lazy and he
genius.
really
Like,
sucks.
Yeah, listen.
No. Stanley Kubrick is not a genius. He's just really lazy, and he really sucks.
Yeah, that was just some really
What?
lazy special
I know, I'm
effects.
just basing,
Dude, unlike this kid with his great production
his
value, with his fucking,
His eye movie.
he has iron in the background with all that.
Look, he has a wedding ring on. He has a ring on his ring finger.
So I might
Dude,
watch
maybe
it,
he's married to the
probably,
thing.
guys. I'm just saying 2001: A Space Odyssey really sucks.
Damn.
This kid grows up to
Yeah,
be Vader.
it's beautiful. And there's some really strong scenes with Hal and the.
Sorry,
the
Vader, I know you
astronaut.
watch these.
And I really like the whole point with the computer, but my God, man.
It's like
He
I'm
just
80
ruined it
years
for the
old or
long
something.
Is this
sequence.
guy like
At the
Irish or
beginning,
something?
A black screen and music.
Nah, but he
for,
got, like I
3
said, he
minutes,
does have a peculiar
why?
voice.
Just
There's
don't.
something about it.
Just
Like,
know.
listen.
Like, oh God.
Is he like
So,
swag to him?
just comment on my
Has he like
I
swings?
know there's gonna be a lot
You think he
of
like
harsh
repressed his
comments.
accent or
Please
something?
tell me your opinions. I want to know. Like, I won't bash you at all if you like,
Yeah.
Stanley Kubrick. If you like him,
Yeah, he
that's
does. There's
really
something
fine with
about
me.
it.
I'm sure not everybody likes Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, this
like
kid's
I do.
really on.
Oh,
But,
so this kid's a Quentin
yeah.
Tarantino fag.
Oh.
Makes good
That's
movies.
Comments about
What?
you think
He's
about
made
him?
a few good movies,
So,
and that's it.
And by the way,
He's made
I
all
hate
good
that
movies
I
except
hate
Jackie
it
Brown and Kill
'cause
Bill
you
2.
gotta,
He doesn't
like,
Oh,
compare
how
it.
about Kill Bill
I
1 as
wanna
well? That's
comment.
a
Kill Bill
fucking
1's
awful
good.
movie.
People
No, Kill Bill
always
1 is one of the
defending
worst,
Stanley
most frustrating
Kubrick.
films I've ever
That's really
seen.
pissing me off.
I like Kill Bill
He's
2
saying,
more,
like,
though.
oh,
But
It's really
when
pissing
someone
me
says,
off!
the boy,
enough of this little fucking twerp. He's fucking.
Yeah,
golfing
we've
off
just
the top.
like stood there and talked while he's been like, dumb.
All right,
Fuck
here's-
you, Steve-O. Pick better shit this
Oh, I
time.
have a really good video next. Okay, don't even say anything about it. Okay, I just want you guys.
You're
to
always
react.
about doing the really good videos. It's never a really bad video.
Well, this is 20 seconds. This is a really good video. Okay, so just watch. This is someone.
Exactly.
Like, look. Just look at this. Just watch. Just watch.
Okay. No.
Alright, you're gonna have to cut that. Alright, we're gonna have to cut this. We're gonna have to cut that.
Next video. I'm just gonna play this.
Alright, stop.
Oh,
Lance, you'd like
why is
this.
she still alive? I thought I burned her.
Well, she comes back in different forms.
Why didn't I fucking wait a little while to do my Let's Play bitching about this? I could have fucking talked about this shit. Oh my god.
Who is this?
Oh, we don't even, we can't
What are they saying?
Wow, yeah, wow, that's fantastic.
Why are the subtitles in English?
Why did you fucking, hey, why did you suggest this? You don't even understand what they're saying, dipshit.
Yeah, but that's just cringy on its own.
I mean, yeah, it is pretty cringy, to be honest. Let me just look at this shit. Look at
They
this.
look pissed.
Look at this!
So just put it on subtitles.
Can you do it on fucking
Yeah, you can do it. I did it right now.
Oh, where?
Go right there in the speech bubble.
Oh, okay.
They said fuck you. Yep.
Wow, that's awful.
No, this is brilliant.
What?
Hey, look, kid.
Oh my god, it's awful.
Guys, look, kid.
What are these
Oh,
actually,
she's what the fuck?
this is like auto-translated, like this does not sound coherent at all.
It's almost like it's in Japanese.
Oh no, I'm saying, like, yeah, this is auto-translated, this is not like an official translation.
Yeah, well, it's all we got.
Heck,
Yes, the best we have.
who wins the VTuber? Well, nobody. 143-year-old, what?
Who's the grandma, may I ask?
So awkward that looks.
What? You hear Smackers?
He's smacking his ass like G-Man, dude. It was the G-Man move.
Yeah, G-Man, look.
I'm making this movie with my godly
Her
pal.
hands were so wooden.
I'm kidding.
Rhyming, Steven.
Was that a fucking minion? Did I say fuck you?
Sounds like
Yes, no, they were actually saying that.
Oh, but did you learn the swear words in Japanese already?
No, she just said fuck you in English.
Oh, okay. Anybody who watches this, like, seriously deserves to be thrown into a watch. Like, they deserve to be put in over camp. Like, how can anyone actually watch this shit? Like, this is the
I mean, we're watching it right now.
Yeah, but to riff on it, like, actually unironically liking this shit. Like, look at Doki Doki Literature. Look at that shit. Oh, fuck! This is the type of fucking content.
Oh, shut up, Steve.
I'm
Just
so
stop.
sick. No, why?
What's next? Are you gonna complain about these AI YouTubers' crocodile tears?
Fuck this. This is just fucking shit. Like this is what has killed this fucking site over the years. Fuck this. Fucking.
Well,
I mean, yeah.
most of them are
I mean,
only
you're right
one,
though, Steve. Like, this is literally just people trying to like manipulate not one but two trends at once, right? Like, trying to manipulate people who like.
It's not even someone like themselves going out there and making a video. It's a fucking like computer graphic with a voice. That's all it is. It's people are making money off of the fucking computer graphic, making vapid fucking vlog videos. It's not even a fucking actual personality like in the old days where you get some dumb fucking bimbo in front of a camera. No, it's a fucking cartoon character. What the fuck is happening to this site? Ugh. God, this
Skeptic High.
fuck this site. How the fuck did I get through that and just now fucking exploded? Like, fuck that shit. That's terrible.
Moving on.
Alright, next
That was
sideways.
the best video we've played on the show.
No, fuck you. That's
No, fuck
that's
this guy.
awful. That's terrible. Fucking Jesus Christ. Alright, next video before I
No, I
fucking
wish
my
I
head
had that
blows.
wall scroll back.
Fuck you.
Lance, die.
Where my head explode. Fucking. This is something Laughing Man recommended.
Hey there, everybody! It's Old Fan, and I'm in my bathtub.
Is that
And
Egghead's
today,
wife?
I'm
Yeah,
going
it
to
looks
be
like
showing
Egghead's
you
wife, I was
how I
supposed to
make
say.
myself into
It
Majin
does, look,
Buu
she's
for
looking
the
at-
day.
Wait, is that the
I
chick
already
that
have
turned to
all my
stone in the
toys
Cockbuster
bathtub
Buster
with
video?
me. Okay, so I think we have all the right elements together. I've already wet my hair down, so I'm gonna comb it out, brush it out, get it
Why
as
does this
as flat as possible.
This is a troll.
Okay, that's good enough.
No,
now
this
I'm gonna
is not a
tie
troll.
it back,
This person
and
has
now
a
we're gonna
Dragon
put on
Ball
our
Z
bald
fan
cap.
channel.
Gonna
Like,
pull
this
my
is not
hair
a.
forward.
This is not a troll.
Oh.
Oh god.
Dude, this woman looks like she'd be Linkara's girlfriend or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so we kind of sort of have
Well,
our
if
bald
that was
cap
the case,
on.
you'd
It
be
doesn't
dressing
have to
up
be
as the green
perfect. I'm a
M&M,
big fan
so-
of the whole refrigerator art style
her
of
green
makeup.
M&M
Okay, the
makeup
next step in this
tutorial.
happiness explosion is to make Old Fan pink. Am I pink yet? I look just like a little
Shut the
piggy.
hell up.
Need to make the head
No,
thing.
this is
It's
so
gotta be part of the
bad.
body too.
Is this Jason Unruhe?
Big pink
It-
back.
yeah.
Cut the arms off.
Yeah, he does
okay,
like
now I
Dragon
have
Ball
the
Z.
thing at the top of Boo's head. Now for the extra punch. Alright, I got my belly ready.
Oh.
Alright, let's get this thing on the top of my head.
Look how much
I think
look how
drafting
much she looks
tape
like
will do
Jason
nicely.
Unruhe right now.
Yeah, she does kind of look like Jason Unruhe.
Oh gosh.
Are you kidding me?
It's gotta be a fucking troll.
Oh,
No,
that's
this is-
good.
this
I
person-
think it looks
troll.
really good.
No, this
Yeah,
person's like a
that's really
big
hot.
Dragon Ball Z fan. They have all kinds of videos on their channel
Get
about
some
Dragon Ball Z.
reinforcement on here. Filming
Another
this in the
troll.
bathtub is
This
really
is not
good.
a troll.
This is my own
Yeah,
slice
it
of
is.
Mondo
Shut
Khan
up.
right
No,
here.
you're not.
Now I'll agree
No.
with
Let me
people. The
believe it.
detailing on this is just not good enough.
Fancy,
Look at
this
those little
person
black
actually
parts on the side of his
exists,
head,
okay?
right?
How do you-
Let me
Oh,
believe
yeah.
it is.
All right, now
please.
let's
Now,
put
this
on my
is the type
vest.
of content
This
I
is
come to
basically a
expect from
blue
YouTube,
shirt that I cut
motherfuckers.
up and added cloth rags to. Okay, now
Like, at
I'm
least-
gonna
like,
put
at least
on
this
Boo's
person's
cape.
actually in
See,
front of
I
the
even got
camera,
a
you know?
purple- I farted. See, I even got a purple cape just for
it's
the
awful,
occasion.
actually.
You said
Almost
that
Majin
he
Buu.
farted.
Yeah,
Gotta
like,
put my gloves
I
on
regret
and
what
then
I
take
said
my
as soon as I
fingers
heard
together.
that.
This is the greatest costume of all time, really.
is
You don't know.
awful.
What?
She's so uncharismatic.
Oh, Boo say thank you for watching.
Oh.
Alright, stop.
The baby gotta love me.
What the fuck? Why'd you make it go?
Wow.
Shut up.
That was
Shut the
a troll.
fuck up.
Okay,
Jesus, that's terrible.
I have some other anime related content. Now this is This is topical, I suppose, because Evangelion was released on Netflix. You guys know that? Yeah, well, here. I just gonna say, these are the type of people who are now watching Evangelion. This is the floodgates have opened. Just take a listen to this.
Is that Taylor Swift?
No.
Is that Ben Shapiro's sister?
I wish.
Is that Lauren Southern?
I fucking wish it was Ben Shapiro's sister. It's false. This is False's first video. False finally.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Make it stop.
No.
No, you gotta listen to this, Lance. You
Make it
deserve it.
stop.
No, this is too good. This is too fucking
Dude, even if I have to artistically screech out loud. Feminism.
This is a fucking troll too.
Well, this one's all bad. This one. I don't even know how I found this. That's like 10 views. Let's listen to the viewers at home listen along. Sing along. You can sing along with karaoke.
I can't wait for us to get a copyright strike.
Oh, this fucking person's not copyrighted striking shit.
No, the fucking song.
That's like a fucking karaoke mini version. That's not...
Whatever.
Yeah, this quality is way too low for it.
Yeah, listen.
Boom, boom.
That sounds awful. That's something like that's word 5 of this.
Feminists are bad people.
This is the Japanese equivalent of that Indian man singing that fucking...
Dude, this is worse than that fucking arson attack in Japan.
This is probably the guy who did it.
Lance, don't cut that out, Lance. Don't cut that out.
Is this just gonna be a running gag to tell Lance not to cut it out?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that little...
Alright, I've had enough.
Abortion.
I've had enough.
That's it.
Now here, this is Ace. You want to preface the steamed hams one I'm about to play?
No.
Okay, so this was when the Steam Hams meme came and went, like any other meme released past 2014.
You mean like 2011?
Okay, 2011, yeah. Apparently, two schmucks on the internet thought it was a great idea.
Yeah, some schmucks, you might say.
Yeah, some schmucks on the internet thought it would be a great idea to do their own rendition of Steam Ham. And they're two YouTubers. Well, one we've talked about.
Three of them, actually.
Oh, yeah, 3 YouTubers that we know and we don't really like that much. So I guess we're just going to play it.
Yeah, let's play it.
Well, Strider, I made it despite your...
It's Mr. Hunter, Phantom Strider, and Anime America coming to give you the fucking
Anime America, come on the drunken peasants.
Oh, yeah.
God, don't remind me of that shit.
You know, Anime America kind of looks like Ashley's ego.
Oh God, don't say that. Don't say that.
I don't even know who Anime America
She
is.
actually does. Have you actually seen what she looks like?
I know what Ashley looks like.
Why, does she look like
Ashley.
Richard Nixon too?
No, she looks like Ashley, dude.
She looks like Richard Nixon.
So Anime America is a female?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't even know who that is.
She only appears at the end playing fucking Agnes Skinner.
Okay. But yeah, just pay attention to Mr. Enter's performance. Like, Phantom Strider, at least he puts something into his performance. Mr. Enter is just as monotone and mute as he always is.
Fact checking.
Oh, my friend Enter, howdy. I hope you're prepared for an unforgettable lunch.
Like, I can give Phantom Strider the fucking...
Yeah, he does have more charisma than Mr. Enter,
Yeah, like, he actually gives a shit.
Jesus. My roast is ruined.
Like, he's cringe and fucking blue-pilled, but he gives a shit at least.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I
That's
would
true.
have purchased
At least he tried.
yeah, but like Mr. Enter is just like it's so fucking like there's no emotion in this voice.
Yeah, it sounds like he has a gun to his head while doing
Yeah, like
it.
listen.
Oh wait, no, we have to fucking listen to this cringy song.
Mr. Mr. Enter is gonna need his medication.
Oh, look at that dubbing is awful.
Shut up. Can't take it anymore.
Strider!
Strider!
Let's listen to that again.
Strider!
Oh, hey, Enter, I was just stretching a cramp on the windowsill. I haven't eaten enough bananas lately. In town tonight.
No more.
Stretching a cramp on the windowsill. I haven't eaten enough bananas.
Strider.
Care to join me?
Why is there a flame war in your oven, Strider?
He's
Oh,
so
God.
monotone.
That isn't a flame war, it's steam. Steam from the steamed clams we're having.
Oh, by the way, take
Steamed clams.
a wild guess where they're gonna take this fucking skit.
No worries.
Well,
Is it
Enter, I
gonna
hope
be
you're ready
Teen
for my
Titans
top
Go to
10
the
best
polls?
burgers.
I thought we were
Yes,
having
exactly
steamed
what you
clams.
said.
Oh,
Of
no,
course.
no. I said steamed hams. That's what I call hamburgers.
You call hamburgers steamed hams.
You call
it's,
hamburgers.
internet.
You call hamburgers
Where on
steamed
the
ham.
Like, how
An
fucking
internet
boring of a
video.
voice can
Wait,
you fucking
what?
have?
I've been on YouTube for years
It sounds
and
like he's
years,
a
and I've
fucking
never heard
fag,
anyone
too. I
use the
hate his
phrase
fag
steamed
fucking
hams.
effeminate
Just
tongue.
listen to that.
YouTube.
I've never seen anyone on the internet
see.
use steamed hams.
Like, I've never fucking heard someone who has an incredibly effeminate voice, but at the same time, they're so monotone and they're effeminate.
I know, right? Yeah,
Faggot
his voice has no
cum-loving
good qualities.
voice.
It has no
Fucking
bass or anything.
Cum lover, fuck you, Mr. Enter. I can't stand this.
What?
Another,
Wow,
this,
you've been suffering from some low T recently, Steve.
this is another fuck. Mr. Enter and Matt Pat, like the two biggest YouTubers. I just want to fucking smack in the face. These effeminate fucking cunts. Fuck
Oh my
both
God.
of them.
Jesus
I
Christ.
hate them. I
Your
hate them.
testosterone rates have plummeted.
Yeah, fucking, I have more testosterone than fucking Mr. Enter does, at least.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
true, but
You know these hamburgers are quite similar to the ones that they have at the Krusty Krab.
God, he fucking just, I can fucking hear the
No.
What? He says Krusty Krab because like
Because they do animation.
every time Mr. Enter
even though The Simpsons is
Shut the fuck
animation.
up. Every time
Oh my
I-
gosh, Stevo, hey, you've been talking for 5 minutes.
every
Don't tell
fucking-
someone else
no,
to shut
yeah,
up.
Yeah, fuck you. Every time I hear Mr. Enter speak, I just fucking hear the cum from his fucking mouth just spit everywhere. Fuck this guy.
Oh my god, you fucking
Old
homo.
family recipe.
For steamed hams.
For
Yes.
steamed hams.
Yes, and you call them steamed hams despite the fact that they are obviously
Yes, and you
gross.
call him Steve Ham.
Well,
Fuck you.
you know,
Oh yeah.
One
Get
thing
ready
I
for the
should-
"What the hell's going on in
Excuse me
there"
for a second.
line.
Of course.
oh, well, that was wonderful.
Look how
Thanks for
much
visiting.
emotion he
Enjoy our
puts in his performance.
Yes, I should be. Good lord, what is happening in there?
Oh my god, let's hear that
Teen
again.
Titans Go review
yeah.
in 2018. Good lord, what
Oh,
is
God.
happening in there?
Good
Teen
lord, what is
Titans
coming
Go
in there?
A Teen Titans Go review in
Oh.
They do bring up
2018
Teen
at
Titans
this time
Go.
of day and this time of the year on this part of YouTube,
On
localized
this part of
entirely
YouTube, I am
within
so
your kitchen.
outraged and angry and
Yes.
suspicious.
May I see it?
No.
Oh, we're gonna hear Anime America.
house is on fire!
Oh, that's
No,
it.
Robin, it's
Yep.
just a southern
Also,
lights.
eggs, guess
Well,
what? This
Shredder,
is
you
cell
are an odd fellow,
elevation.
but I must say,
Oh,
you
shut
have
up.
a good hand.
I mean, it actually is, but
Help! Help!
yeah, another great performance there.
Oh,
Help!
God.
I'm dying.
Awful.
Help!
Top 10 darkest adult cartoon episodes.
Dude, you know it's a bad video when the best actor in it is Phantom Strider.
Good lord, what is happening in there? Oh man, we've been wanting to cover that video for a while.
Yeah. All right, next video, and the final video. This is we're bringing back a guy who we talked about early on the show. Now this is unfortunately the last video he did in this series. Gonna weep for it, but it's the Irate Gamer. This is the last
my
Irate
God,
Gamer
no.
video ever. The last one ever.
Wasn't he gonna bring it back?
Yeah, he was gonna bring it back this summer, but I guess he just like realized that.
But didn't he, his last video was the Thanos thing?
No, that wasn't the Irate Gamer. That was Chris Neo.
Yeah, but he said this summer the Irate Gamer was gonna come back, but I guess he
Dude,
realized.
someone that nobody asked for, man. Hey, now that James is balding, he probably has more.
Oh yeah, dude, he does have more hair than James.
Dude, he does
Dude,
have
he
more
can take
hair.
James' place when he goes bald.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see. I think he actually has a respectable hairline.
He does, he does. Look,
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
yeah, it's not bad. So if all fucking damn, so I get dude. What if Irate Gamer has just been just like he stole James's content?
my God,
like,
yeah.
I guess
Dude, he's been stealing his essence and energy from
No,
him.
he's just been stealing his hair. He's just
Yeah, like he's been going into his house at night and like plucking off a single hair each night and putting it on his own head so he can become James.
Yeah,
and
he
gain all
wants to
his
just
power.
become. Yeah, he wants to just. Well, James. Yeah, well, hey, maybe that's for
Yeah,
James.
dude, because as you and me have theorized, Steve-O, his talent's contained in his hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the theory. All right. So yeah.
It's a recipe for
Anyways, yeah.
fun. Or
Dude, he should pay James for a hair transplant and get the rest of it on his head.
Dude, this is
That's
like
just
one of the.
a theory.
Have you guys ever, dude? This is like this episode. It's just like, it doesn't give the Irate Gamer a proper conclusion. Like, it's something about like it doesn't give it a proper conclusion, and I'm just gonna bitch about it like Mr. Enter did about Teen Titans because where's the proper conclusion to the Irate Gamer?
Where's Tara? Where's Tara?
No, I want the Irate. I want the Irate Gamer to have a proper conclusion. Like I can't. I'm sorry.
All
I
right,
just don't like
you've
this.
laid it.
Duck Hunt was
Sounds
first
thinking-
packaged along the
Nah, fuck
NES
you.
upon its release. Since then, the game has gone through many incarnations. The standalone cartridge, the 2-game cartridge, the 3-game cartridge, and even the very Brady cartridge.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Have you seen that out of context Irate Gamer fucking Twitter account? Yeah. Oh, that's a great one. I guess this.
Oh my god! It's
oh no!
Gremlin.
To play this,
this is like the shit that JonTron got popular, making fun of, like the games coming to life and shit.
Oh my god! Look at this shit.
No, this doesn't. It's a light gun.
Look.
Did he kill himself?
What's that?
Also, that joke doesn't make sense because like there's been Irate Gamer episodes where
you said like, Steve-O. You said like.
Yeah. Well, there's been Irate Gamer episodes where he's had a light gun, so like that doesn't.
You said like again.
Yeah, you said like again.
No, this doesn't shoot light. Rather, it detects objects on the screen and reacts to them.
He's literally explained this before. Like other Irate Gamer episodes. I should know. I fucking watched this
probably
fat
mention that
pig
these
in
old
fucking
guns
back
don't
in the
work
day,
on these
so.
new television sets.
But I guess he lost weight.
Crying out loud. Well, time to go old school. What the hell is this? Well, not that old school. That's more like it. The startup screen gives us a few options here. The first one allows for shooting one duck around, while the second gives us the opportunity to shoot 2 ducks
What, are you gonna call this another episode
Once
of
picking
Soy
the
Watch?
game, the dog will then leap into the thick grass, and your game of duck slaughtering will begin.
He does like the unfunny joke where he wants
Make
to
sure
kill
you
the
aim
dog
with precision.
because like
You're only given 3 bullets per round.
Yeah, get it. The dog is annoying.
Manage to shoot your targets, and your dog will present you with their dead carcasses.
You mean like how James did?
Well, you know how about this?
However,
Eggs. When James does it, it has a charm to it.
Yeah.
The dog will just laugh at
He
you.
did it first, and the Irate Gamer's pretty much ripping him off.
What a dick!
Also,
Each round
James
gives you
doesn't.
10
Wow,
ducks
amazing
to shoot down.
commentary there.
Rank
What
up
a
at least
dick.
6, and you'll advance to the next level.
I mean, at least
With
it's
each
better.
round,
At least he didn't
ducks
say,
will
"What a
start
piece of
flying around the
cowbugger
screen even
shit."
faster than before. And they'll even start
This
hiding
is draining
behind
my
the shrubbery.
life essence.
That tree will save you.
This guy
Think
does
again.
That's what he does in games, yeah.
Come on, get the hell
He
out
the
of
hair
there.
and life essence from people.
So he's not doing toy reviews
fancy,
now?
fucking fancy. He did
at?
both. Well, he does the toy reviews now. That's cool.
Oh
Fancy,
boy.
Oh god, it's the glitch gremlin. I mean, not the glitch
So
gremlin.
fancy,
Whatever
you
I
feel your
read.
so fancy. Is it correct that you feel your life essence being sucked away? Right.
Yep, right out my dick.
Fancy, you need to run your fingers through your hair, quick. See if your fucking hair is being taken.
Oh my god, dude, I just lost a fucking strand.
Oh shit, dude. Dude,
I'm losing. Oh my god, dude. Holy shit.
Soon Irate Gamer is gonna do an Underhaven-esque fucking podcast.
Yeah, man, he's gonna take all my. Dude, I don't even have 1% of the fucking talent that James has, so I don't know what he's gonna do.
You'll run out of right-wing watch videos to play.
Ah, fuck you.
Ah, damn it!
Damn it! Oh, whatever, man. Whatever, man.
Wow, that was like a Ryan Johnson moment there.
The major downside to this game is no matter how far you get,
there's like
the screen will always remain the same.
There's a really good.
There's
well,
no
I would say
screen
good,
variations
but
of any
it's like
kind
funny.
that'll
There's a
give you
funny gag he
forests,
does.
deserts,
That's, no, funny.
icy
Oh,
tundras,
here's another one.
or even the moon.
This is.
Boy, and I'd love to go to that
This is the
moon.
type of humor I've come to expect. Just look.
Yeah, try breathing now, asshole!
Oh.
Yeah, your head just.
Not
no.
this game.
Oh, it's like
All
fire.
you'll be seeing is this little
Guys,
patch
can
of
we
metal.
not, please?
About your
Fingers,
leg
you
shitty
see
cock.
that? Look,
Yeah, try
look.
breathing
Here,
now,
let's watch that again.
asshole!
Look at his fingers.
Guys, can we not? Can we not?
Look.
But
Look what
not
he
in
does.
this game.
Look
All
what
you'll
he's
be seeing is
What
this
the-
little
Oh my
patch of
god.
metal.
Looks like
about your
fucking
leg shitty
Lunga from
cockas.
fucking God Monster. Oh god.
Fuck
The
off.
first 20 levels
Go
in this
fuck
game
yourself.
is pretty much a walk
Well,
in the
Vince, just
park.
be glad
But
that,
the later
like,
levels
this is the
require
last
reflexes
episode.
of a
He never
godlike
came back
superpower.
after this. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this.
He'll come back.
Look at this.
That
look
was
at
this shit.
Well, he probably won't. He's making money anymore. All this motherfuckers! All this cunt cares about his money. Damn it! Dude, look at that. Yeah, that.
Oh my god, that was out of a blockbuster buster.
I just want to point out that it kind of sounds like Rich Evans
Yeah. Look
right
at
now. Like
Damn
when he's
it.
screaming.
Look at that. Look at that effect. Look at the rumble.
Dude, I can't. Can we not
And again,
make
that
this
damn
go
dog
on?
Yeah,
barks.
watching the entire video.
This is gonna subvert my expectations again.
Pixel demon.
A pixel demon.
You
It's
mean
a
like?
game, it's a game glitch gremlin, yeah.
Yeah, it's like phasing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's phasing through his hand, it's retarded.
Alright,
Ah, they
freaking
played
dog.
some Zelda.
Prepare to die!
Oh no.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
He killed the dog.
That's clever. I just got this.
In order for me to gain my composure here, let's just check out this other game called
Gain my composure.
This game is pretty similar in style to the previous one, but instead of shooting ducks, we'll be shooting clay discs.
Like, seriously, fuck.
Managed to rack up 6 discs, and you'll advance
stop
to the
making
next
fun
level.
of the Irate gamer anymore.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Archfiend.
Like, come on, Jamie, come on.
Oh man, it's just edgy to be edgy. Shut the fuck up. He's a fucking...
He wasn't even saying
that. Oh, I gave him a finger, dude.
Dog.
Hey guys, what did I do to make like what? Why? Why are you guys making me watch this?
Well, speaking of Archfiend, I'm pretty sure the next episode you appear on Fancy, we have an Archfiend video.
Oh man,
yeah! Oh wow, amazing effect there. Oh boy.
I hate this. Oh no!
Oh my god.
I mean, this is at least this is better special effects for the blockbuster.
It does.
It does. It literally.
I'm gonna get you.
Dude, this is cringe. Dude, it's bopping cocks, baby.
Oh my god, so bad.
Do you think this was like impressive, man?
It is impressive. Fuck you.
I mean, for an Irate gamer video, it is honestly.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, that is a good point. I prefer an Irate gamer. This is like so. Well, actually, you know what? Right? I take back what I said. This does give the series a good conclusion.
Look, his feet are cut off. Do you see that? Go backwards. Yeah. Alright, let's check this.
Like, the special effects are so bad. Like, everything is phasing through everything.
Look, his feet are cut off. Look, his feet are cut off.
Oh man, he's clipping for the fucking floor.
Long time for this.
So bad.
Whoa.
Look at this, James. As bad as James's videos are now, like
the Irate
whenever he does some like extravagant special effect, like, you know, at least it looks good, you know, instead of like that. Like, holy shit.
Well, I'm kind of disappointed in anything. He just kills him.
But yeah, he just punches him down the mortal.
That's how it ends.
That's how it ends.
I wanted him running down more video game segues.
I wanted him falling down the fucking pit himself and getting impaled. Fuck that.
Dude, I want him to lose all his hair.
Don't worry. Whenever James dies, there won't be any more hair to steal. So eventually he'll go.
No. If you kill Irate Gamer, then James will just be rejuvenated back to
just like in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Oh god. Speaking of Thor Ragnarok, back to the movie we watched.
Yeah, it's time to finally do it.
Oh boy.
I was like half asleep during the fucking movie.
Valkyrie will be the first openly LGBTQ superhero in the MCU.
Dude, I wish that this news didn't come out because this is going to put a big hindrance in my argument about Thor Ragnarok not being SJW propaganda.
I don't care if it's SJW crap.
Alright.
Because it sucks.
Apparently, is that the real title for the new Doctor Strange movie?
Yes, and it's going to be a horror movie. I'm actually kind of excited for that.
I look forward to that one.
It's probably not going to be a horror movie. It's probably going to be like a jokey joke movie with horror elements.
I thought the first one was okay. So, and like origin movies are usually not that good. So I think it could be pretty good. I mean, I think Benedict Cumberbatch does well in the role. Would you just?
It's fine, I guess.
My favorite comic is Hellblazer, so I'm always down to watch a mage battle evil.
You know what I'm really excited for? Like the only thing I'd say I'm really like excited for, that they revealed is the What If Netflix series, which is basically just Marvel
Disney streaming.
Yeah, it's not Netflix. It's on Disney Plus. I misspoke there. But yeah, Marvel. They have these comics that are just like one shots, where it's just they change like one particular one. I think it's a really good idea. Hopefully, they use it like as an excuse to bring back some of the actors that are no longer in play.
They're probably not going to have the budget for that.
Probably. They probably do.
They had fucking Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. and they didn't get any of the fucking Avengers on that shit.
Yeah, but this is Disney investing into its own product. I think that we'll see. We'll see when the first MCU series comes out on Disney Plus, but I think that they'll be high quality. So I'm led to believe that the Netflix shows were much better than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which was like their first try at doing that type of thing, and it just kind of flopped. So they don't really acknowledge
I'm glad
it.
it's finally canceled.
Well, it was. I'm pretty sure it was canceled a long time ago, right?
But they brought it back.
Oh, they did? I don't know that.
Canceling it a second time.
Wow.
All right, so Stevo left. He's a bitch. He didn't want to listen to us talk about.
He didn't want to talk about
cape shit. Yeah, like he usually does, because he's a faggot. So we watched Thor Ragnarok, and me and Fancy have had this long fucking, I don't know, rivalry over this movie, over the merits of this film.
Yeah, before we even watched it together, we would always debate about how I thought it was a good movie and Eggs thought it was a bad movie.
Yeah, but in my humble opinion, after rewatching it, I've come to the conclusion that this movie sucks. It sucks. It really fucking sucks. Everybody applauded at the end because they thought it was good, but I thought it sucked. It sucked. It really fucking sucked. You should go watch better Marvel movies because those are good, and this one fucking sucks. It sucks.
Okay, we get it. We get it.
Anyway.
Oh my god, leave it to you to shove a Doug
of
Walker joke. Fuck you. Fuck, this movie is good. You have to go into this movie, like, here's the reason why I think that you and Steve-O don't like it. And this is okay, I guess.
Not even Lance.
Because there's different types of, there's different, well, at least Lance got some type of entertainment out of it, because he found some fucking laughs in it.
Yeah,
but,
I have a really autistic sense of humor, so it really jived with me.
Most of the laughs were him getting, like, thrown with a fucking bottle.
Well, here's the thing. This movie is the type of movie that you need to go into it willing to laugh and have a good time. You guys didn't go into it
seriously.
What do you mean? Why does it take itself so seriously?
It does.
I mean, okay, so it does in some respects, but so what? How's that a bad thing?
Okay, I'm gonna run down the fundamentals of why I don't like this movie. Then I'm gonna get into the plot. Okay.
Explain the first reason, and then I'll respond.
All right, let's say before I watched this movie, everyone was fucking ranting and raving about how this movie's so fun, it's so entertaining, it's such a good time. No alcohol required.
So it was overhyped for you, basically.
It's not that it was overhyped. So I go in, I'm expecting, okay, maybe, sure, I'm not expecting something great. I mean, it is a fucking Marvel movie. It's not even entertaining. I don't really find it that fun, in fact. I think some of it is not really, it doesn't really commit to its sort of tongue-in-cheek tone that everyone raises it for being. Like, it attempts to be a comedy, but then at the same time, you have this, I mean, the entire plot, okay, for one, it basically is what it's trying to say. It's having an identity crisis, because what it's trying to say is it's a bullshit excuse to make jokes and have fun action set pieces. But at the same time, the actual plot itself takes itself so fucking seriously. Okay, so you have Thor on this garbage planet, and it gets old
let me respond to what you have to say first, okay? So I do agree that there is a lot of fucking contrast between the movie, and it seems I can understand why it would seem to someone like that it was too much. But to me, I went into this movie not expecting much at all. I went into this movie, I'll be honest, I was expecting not to like it. But it kind of pleasantly surprised me. Like I can see how it would be bad to some people, I suppose. But to me, I thought the movie did a good blend between taking itself seriously and having some lightheartedness. Yeah. I don't think it went overboard with either one. I thought there was some genuinely good interactions, good character interactions in this movie.
No, it doesn't.
I feel like a lot of the good humor in this movie is more subtle, and because we were talking over it the whole time, as we tend to do with it is.
I remember I watched the movie even without one.
There's a lot of jokes. There's a lot of jokes that we didn't even pick up on in this movie because we were.
To be fair, you have to have a really high IQ to understand Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, no, I'm not even saying it's literally something that you have to think about. I'm just saying it's something that you have to listen to.
And you mean like a bunch of jokes where Thor throws bottles at people? Oh, isn't that funny?
No, okay. So all right. So here's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. Notice that the only laughs that movie got out of Lance was because of that. That's because the only thing that we could see, the only humor that we could see properly delivered was the visual humor. Because as we tend to do, we talk over these movies, and that's not conducive to comedic timing and shit like that.
When I watched this movie on the big screen, I was expecting something really fun, entertaining, and funny. It didn't get a laugh out of me. I didn't laugh once at this fucking movie at all. When I first watched it, and when I watched it again, the only time I laughed was about how I was right about this movie sucking, and you were defending it. But anyway, let me get to my point. They got on this trash planet, right? By the way, that trash planet, I have to say, overstays its welcome. Immediately, 30 minutes in. Okay, can we just move on, please? Can we move on to something else? It meanders around. It's not really fast-paced. it's not really like a fast-paced action movie like people like pretend. It just goes on for a while, but there's nothing there. There's no character moments that are.
It's the entire like unique. Middle act. It's the entire crux of the film.
Style and direction. There's nothing. There's no tone.
It has no style. It has no grace.
Yeah, exactly. It's just boring. The entire movie's boring and forced and kind of. It's like half of it is trying to be funny and it ends up being cringy. And the other half tries to be serious. And
humor is entirely subjective. So if the humor part of it doesn't work for you, then
I know it's subjective, but it's just it downplays every serious moment that it tries to be, and the serious moments that it tries to attempt. Like it's confusing. It's really hard to describe.
Okay, so maybe the humor doesn't work for you, but it definitely did work for me. The first time I watched this, I didn't even go in expecting to like it at all, and I got quite a few laughs out of me. I thought that there were some, like I said, like I always keep saying, I think that this movie has some good character dynamics and interactions that actually set up for good ones in the future of the MCU as well.
No. Which means, all right, what's the interesting character dynamics? Okay, we have here.
I really
Thor,
like.
They don't get along with each other, but then and then we have Thor and Hulk. They don't get along with each other, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, well, let's team up again." And then Loki and Valkyrie. They don't get along with each other, then they team up at the end. It's the same shit. You could have fucking filled any of these characters, and they have the same exact arc. They're not unique enough to
They don't all have the same arc. They don't all have the same arc.
Hulk did was just stand around.
All right, so here, let me give an example. Let me give an example. The elevator scene with Thor and Loki. Do you remember that one? The one that you said was in the ripoff of Attack of the Clones. Did you actually listen to what was going on in that conversation?
I forgot. The movie's forgettable.
Well, it's made very clear in that. I'm just going to give you an example because you don't have to listen if you don't want to. But the matter of fact is that this is one of the things that happened. It's made very clear in that scene that Thor basically comes to terms with the fact that he and Loki will never be alike. They might never see each other again, and that's okay because he stops trying to commit and try and make him into a person that he's not. And you can tell in the scene from the actor's facial expressions that Loki as a character he's not content with that he actually does want to be with his brother and be by his side, and that's what he ends up doing by the end of the movie.
Maybe, but it's not really earned, is it? He just shoots a bunch of shit and then there you go.
I mean, these are characters that have had a relationship. These characters have had a relation over the course of 4 movies prior to this. So there is already. So I can see how it might not deliver to someone who would just be watching this movie, but it is made clear that these characters do have a pre-established relationship.
No, I've watched the other Marvel movies. Like you could even interpret Thor: The Dark World as Loki's redemption arc too, but nobody gives a shit about that film. Again,
it still happened.
What I'm saying is that this movie is stuck between either being a Thor sequel or a Thor comedy, and it can't decide. It's stuck between this bizarre fucking middle ground that is just not entertaining in the slightest, in my opinion.
I know you I know it didn't work for you, but I really like the clash between the literal end of the fucking world.
Yeah, which they treat as a joke.
Well, no, that's not treated as a joke.
No. They treat it very seriously. They're like, oh, all these people, they're running away, they're being killed, all these poor civilians. And then later at the end of the movie, it's like the evil Hearthstone guy gets unleashed as a joke, and then Hulk attacks him, doo, and then he fucking destroys Asgard.
What do you mean?
That's this annoying British guy comes in and makes some little quip about it. It's like, oh,
that's totally in character, though. That made sense. That made sense.
No, it's not. It's cringy.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, dude. The entire point. Okay, the entire point of Hulk is that he believes that he's the fucking strongest there is. Of course, he would want to go and fucking beat up a giant fucking fiery demon. So that's not out of character.
And he survives, which is stupid and completely lacking in any stakes. So he's able to defeat the evil villain that couldn't be defeated, but Hulk
he just tries. He just tries, and he literally gets swatted off a second later. Did you actually watch the scene?
Yeah, I did, and he seemed pretty fine.
Sort of killed Hela, who was literally a fucking Asgardian.
Yeah, but he didn't call Hulk. And again, I want to run down the plot of this movie.
He could have.
Okay, I'll say one good thing about it. The opening, although I don't think it's really good, there's not really a lot of good action in it. It just comes down to just him throwing hammers at a bunch of generic skull people.
I think the first scene is serviceable a little, but I think it's a little bit too dark. But I guess that's the kind of
no. I could understand where people are coming from the first 5 minutes of the movie, because it actually was trying to be. It actually had some semblance of identity. It pretended to be a jokey, like 80s throwback, like to shit like Conan the Barbarian and fucking He-Man, the live action movie, and all that, and those great movies. I are being sarcastic, but. It has an identity, you know? As soon as it gets to the most forced cameo ever, fucking Doctor Strange, who only shows up for fucking 10 minutes, then he's like, okay, I'll bring you to your father. Wow, what a great use of that character. You just brought in this character out of nowhere, and then he goes out.
He's the Sorcerer Supreme.
While you guys are yelling at each other over this movie, I'm chilling out listening to some Beach Boys.
Well, then chill out more.
Shut the fuck up, Steve. Get the hell out of here, you piece of shit. Get the fuck out of here, communist.
We're complaining about.
Go listen to some Jason Unruhe instead. Go play yourself out.
But anyway, Thor, more like snore. Shut up. Rock. It sucks.
Oh, Eggs, even I have to unmute to call you out on that. That was awesome.
Shut up. No, you just lost, Eggs. Eggs, you lose.
Okay,
you lose.
But anyway,
Eggs, you're right. Fancy, you're right. Thor Ragnarok's a great movie.
It's the greatest.
I'm on Fancy's side.
Okay, all right. I lost my track here, but
faggot pleb.
Okay, then they get trapped in this planet, and this planet, let me tell you, the first couple of minutes, it's like, wow, we've never seen something like this before. You know, Thor going on a more like alien planet. There's a lot of like, I mean, you can expect some like Guardians of the Galaxy stuff, some like nice creatures, you know, some interesting weird set pieces. But all they do is spend like a full fucking hour in this fucking one arena, and it's so
it doesn't all take place in
tedious. Meandering
it takes place within like within the same general complex, but it's not all in the same arena.
Right. Like again, the thing I appreciated about the premise of him being in a like arena full of aliens is that you could get like some interesting aliens that he meets, and he meets like a rock guy and his pal, and then he meets the Hulk, and that's it. The other people are just like either humans that are supposed to be aliens or like generic guys wearing stormtrooper outfits.
Sure, I can agree that there probably could have been more of that, but with the story that they were trying to tell, I understand why they wanted to focus on only a couple of characters.
You know, that entire Hulk scene goes on for way too long. They could have.
If I'm being honest with you, I think that some of the best interactions in this movie was between Thor and fucking
You're a joke.
Bruce Banner / the Hulk. I think so.
Stupid.
You don't think so? Why?
I don't know. I just don't think there's a lot of character there. I mean,
can you give me a particular scene that you really think meanders on?
Every scene in this movie meanders on.
Give me a particular scene that you think does it the most. Then.
Again, I'll give you an example. The scene in with the arena and the Hulk. That scene could have lasted like 2 minutes. You could have had a nice action sequence where Thor fights.
They do an action sequence.
Yeah, but it goes on for so fucking long, and it's like treated as like it's the climax of the movie because it goes on for way too fucking long, and then they do all these really stupid jokes about like Thor's trying to do the Black Widow thing. Is like, oh wow, isn't that funny? Because he's like trying to do something that's like romantic, but then the Hulk like smashes. It's boring. Like and again, it goes on for too long. It could have been 2 minutes. You could have cut out a lot of the fat in this movie and use that to go on, you know, entertaining stuff. You know, he could have gone and like fought other people before he fought Thor. Like maybe Thor, to make this movie more entertaining, Thor could have like fought like, I don't know, like 3 giant beasts that are like all cleverly designed. But I know that it's a Marvel movie, so you wouldn't expect
okay, so I understand that you have the problem with you know, there's not enough like diverse character designs and shit shown on this planet. It could have been more intriguing, but you have to understand that the actual point of this movie is supposed to be about Ragnarok. I think,
but it's boring. Like, do you realize the simplicity of the plot? It's just a villain comes down and tries to take over Asgard, and
that's most Marvel movies.
Yeah, that's most Marvel movies. So why am I supposed to be invested in the plot?
Well, I mean,
we know Thor.
Yeah, I guess you don't have to be, but part of the reason why. Okay, so despite the fact that these Marvel movies do have generally weak villains, and I will concede that that's true. part of the slack that's kind of picked up by that is that your investment in these characters is based on the fact that there's been such a long-running cinematic universe of them.
But he doesn't even. Right? Thor doesn't even act in character. That's another thing. Basically, in this movie, they made Thor like every other Marvel character, because at least before that,
I wouldn't say that.
No. Before that, Thor's character was that he was.
But they're
a fish out of water, a guy who couldn't really fit in with other people's cultures and customs.
I'm pretty sure that I've seen the directors say that the changes in behavior were intentional.
Well, maybe he's just bullshitting himself because I don't believe him.
I mean, you can say that. I don't think.
But I think it's kind of coincidental that it happens to be in the change that all these other Marvel movies.
Like who?
Like the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, some of the best Marvel movies in my opinion. Go ahead.
No, I really like those movies. I think those are the best Marvel movies.
I think those are good movies to take inspiration from.
But here's the problem. It doesn't fit with Thor's character. You could have maintained Thor's character, and I think that would have been fine. It would have been fine if Thor was, a sort of head over heels, a hothead guy who, acts very Shakespearean and is
well, couldn't you just argue that this could, honestly, is this not just a form of character development and all?
No, it's not, because we never were seen it. Because he does this at the beginning of the movie, and it does it at the end of the movie.
Okay, but when he leaves at the end of Age of Ultron, he's gone for quite a while.
He's
been searching for the Infinity Stones.
Other Marvel movies before that,
not really. All those other movies,
like Thor, Ragnarok, and Age of Ultron, he's been gone from his home for a while. And in fact, he fucking lost his parents in fucking Thor: The Dark World. Like one of his parents, he lost one of his parents. Yeah. And he thought that he lost his brother in fucking Thor 2. So, again, it begs the question, if that isn't able to have that much of an effect on him, which, it was shown in like, the fucking Avengers movie, then why is all of a sudden he's all like, oh, I'm jokey Thor now?
I don't know. Why do you think that some people are random?
It's bad writing.
Well, no, I'm sure you can argue that.
I don't mind if it's a complete betrayal of the character, but the fact is the movie doesn't really want to commit all the way to just fucking throwing everything in the air and saying fuck it and I'll just do a fun movie.
I think the fact that they don't go all the way. I think the fact that they don't go all the way and change them all the way makes it more believable that it would just be a natural.
But it just makes for a less entertaining experience.
To you,
it's not really. It's a compromise in the worst way because it pisses off the fans of the people who actually like the first two Thor movies. There's very few, but again, it still does because it just kills off all the side characters that in an instant when the villain comes back. And the only one who survives is the new character who's, by the way, he's this bald guy whose only purpose is just to stand by and watch the villain do stuff and spout expository dialogue. That's his only purpose in the movie, is to make it not forced that she's spouting all this explanation about her history and stuff. Again, really bad writing there. Again, it pisses off. Again, dumps Natalie Portman's character, changes Thor, changes
You're gonna complain about them not wanting Natalie Portman in this movie?
Jesus Christ, how long have you been fucking bitching about this movie?
Shut up, Steve-O.
No, I'm just saying this was like an hour and 30 minutes so far.
No, it's not. It hasn't been that long. We've taken a long break between that, but
it didn't take a long break. It was like 5 minutes, you retard.
No, it was like 10 minutes. And you're making a long break now by fucking interrupting. But anyway, back to Thor. Lance can chop some of this down, but my point is, I don't want Natalie Portman back. I don't care about the Thor movies. But what I'm saying is that it should have been gone all the way into making it separate from those other movies. But it doesn't. And it leads a very awkward experience.
How can you say it didn't please anyone when it literally made more money than any other Thor movie?
Yeah, it pleased a lot of people, but a lot of people will fucking line up and see Black Panther and Captain Marvel. They probably don't realize subconsciously that. I doubt these people are actually going to watch.
Both of those movies that you just mentioned had a bunch of media coverage.
So did fucking Thor Ragnarok.
No, it didn't. Not by the privileged police.
Every journalist was always about. Yeah, the people who wrote those articles fucking wrote about how Thor Ragnarok is just badass movie. It's so cool. It's so cool.
I need you to cite your sources on that. It was not like this cultural thing where SJWs were constantly.
It wasn't a cultural thing, but it was.
That's why you can't compare it to Captain Marvel.
People gave fucking Ant-Man and the Wasp good reviews for fuck's sake.
Yeah, but it didn't make a lot of money.
It didn't, but people fucking critics
Thor Ragnarok
praised the film.
again,
I'm not trying to make an appeal to numbers. I'm just saying that to say that it didn't appeal to people is just untrue. You're literally talking to someone who really enjoyed the movie, and there's plenty of other people out there who do as well.
I mean, maybe you're right, but a lot of Marvel movies aren't enjoyable, and still people flock in droves to see them. Like, again, Avengers, people probably like Age of Ultron. You'll find a few people who think that movie's great, even though it's a piece of crap.
I don't think that a movie just being a Marvel movie makes it immune.
I really don't understand how people can like this movie. I can't, because it's not fun. It's not fun.
It's not entertaining.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to repeat myself, but I'm saying that it's just the way it's directed, the way it's shot, the way it's paced. It just doesn't feel like fun to me, you know?
I think it's a good time, no alcohol.
And I don't understand why spending an hour in this one place that has nothing to do with the.
Do you want to talk about the ending of this movie?
I just think it's kind of just the people get saved on a ship and then they fly and then Thanos comes at the end credits, but who gives a shit? It's really boring.
Yeah, I think the ending is kind of weak if you don't watch Infinity War, but I think if you do watch Infinity War, then it's pretty effective.
You want to mean about the climax of the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, again, these are all like the big trailer shots about how this movie's so awesome. They're fighting on like a lightning bridge, and there's a giant dog. Again,
oh yeah.
That giant dog appears for like a minute, and then Hulk throws him off the flat Earth, and he'd never seen it.
Dude, that was awesome.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
The one thing that could have been interesting about it was this giant wolf, which is
yeah, but didn't you? Okay, so you just earlier said that the action scenes meandered, and now you're not thinking it's enough.
No, what I'm saying is that it meanders in like all the worst aspects. Like, do we really need a bunch of scenes of Hulk of them doing the same exact shit we've seen before? But this is something interesting and new, and it doesn't even take advantage of that. And we don't see, like, we would have seen so many like interesting new ways of the Hulk or Thor fighting a fucking giant wolf, a giant monster, which we don't really see in a lot of these Marvel movies. And all he does is just he throws him off the flat. He just wrestles with them like in a very undynamic way, and then throws him off the flat Earth. And it just ends with them being on this tight bridge where they just do the same shit that they've done for every single Marvel movie.
I think the action scene was really effective, honestly.
I couldn't even tell what was going on half the time. It was.
What do you mean? It was very clear. It was just a bunch of people. It was like
just them fighting a bunch of skeleton people, just a bunch of generic dead army war. You know what it felt like? Some of the scenes felt like the Mummy movie. It kind of feels like that third Mummy movie.
Oh my god, no!
That really shitty one where the fucking the warriors, the Mummy warriors, come back and then they have to fight them. It kind of reminds me of that. And it's just like the villagers like using sticks to fend off these just generic army men who just are just dead, but they have like knives. So again, it just ends like any generic Thor movie with a bunch of people flashing their swords. You can't even see what's going on. It's just, we've seen it.
You know what I really liked in this movie was Idris Elba. It's a shame that he dies. His character dies in the next movie.
All Idris Elba did was just fucking help people escape. That's all he did.
Yeah, but he's cool. He's cool in the movie.
I think I have one more thing to say about it, but I don't
remember what is that?
Lane.
No, shut up.
Alright, go ahead, you dipshit.
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about
it. You. Shut the fuck up. It's over.
Said you had something to say.
It's gone on long enough.
Yeah. Another character that people say is a standout, excellent fucking character is Jeff Goldblum. And Jeff Goldblum in this movie, he just plays Jeff Goldblum. He's just Jeff Goldblum in anyone. You know, I remember when Doug Walker was like ranting and raving about how pretty much, and he has a point here that every fucking Jeff Goldblum performance is pretty much the same as the one in Jurassic Park.
They brought him on to be a Jeff Goldblum-like character.
But it's stupid. I mean, like, again...
okay, even if you don't like that character, there's not a lot of him.
Jeff Goldblum is Jeff Goldblum. But he doesn't really do a lot. He doesn't have that much screen time. He doesn't really contribute a lot to the main plot, except for just be a...
So even if you don't like him, though, there's not a lot of him, so why would you complain? Would you rather...
Whatever, man.
Whatever, man.
Hey, I have a question. Why are you gay?
Okay.
That's my question.
Alright, so the movie sucked. Conclusion. That's my
conclusion. The movie was awesome. Take it easy, everyone.
Let's get some pussy tonight.